Beer all in my belly. Hello everybody, welcome back to me, Brewski, for Advent Day number 13. Some say that's a lucky number, other people say it's superstitious when it lands on a Friday. Thankfully, it's not Friday, it's Wednesday. And I think we won't have any bad luck today. Alright, let's get right into it. Day 13. Alright, so here we go, craft beer advent calendar again, and let's find 13. Oh look, there's 23, there's 13, so let's go crack it open and see what we got. Oh no, did something fall? I think we're good. I think we're okay. Okay, what do we got? We have the Duck Rabbit Wee Heavy Scotch Ale. So let's actually zoom out a bit. Here we go. The duck. Okay, the Duck Rabbit. You can see it for a second, then it goes away, like a duck rabbit, I guess. So yeah, Duck Rabbit. Wee Heavy Scotch style ale coming in at, where's the alcohol percentage on here? I can't find the alcohol. Oh, 8% alcohol down at the bottom there. And this is from North Carolina in the United States of America. So let's get to the table, crack her open, and see what we got. All right, now that we're back at the table, let's crack this the Duck Rabbit Wee Heavy Scotch style ale, into our Oast House pint glass. 8% ABV. Before we do that, let's see if there's an IBU on here. Don't think we can find it, and that's okay for now. Let's crack her open. Woo, Duck Rabbit. All right, let's see what we got. I haven't had many Scotch style ales before. Well, I've had a few. Let's pour that much so I can still enjoy some after I shoot the video, because I like to do that. I don't like to drink it all real fast and go nuts. So yeah, before we do that, let's look at the actual beer. So not too much head on that pour, decently carbonated, a nice deep amber color coming through, and it is filtered, it seems, because I can see right through the beer, and you can't do that with unfiltered beers. So let's I'm gonna stick my nose in it, see what kind of smells we got. I get sweet caramel and toffee. I get sweet malts as well, nice, but also toasted malts. I do get an alcohol-y smell to it, just like Scotch would have. Scotch or whiskey, yeah, that smells really like the alcohol from like a whiskey or a Scotch or something like that. Definitely a more spirit-esque alcohol smell. But yeah, maltiness, caramel and toffee, and alcohol. That's really all I'm getting from the actual smell of it. So let's just start drinking. I'll take a sip and then cheers. Whoa, that is something else. Oh, a wee heavy, just a wee little drink. Yeah, so caramel and toffee, upfront sweetness, even like a like the the Werther's, not the Werther's. Yeah, Werther's are like butterscotch or something. Even like a butterscotch-esque flavor coming from it. And that alcohol bite, it's sort of muted by the sweetness of the caramel and toffee and the butterscotchiness of it, but it's there. It kind of hits you just as you're swallowing the beer itself, and hits you in a weird type of way. But actually, it's not too bad. It works well with the style that it is. So let's continue on drinking and see what else we can find. Cheers, everybody. creamy. It goes down so smooth. Holy moly. It's got sort of like a spice in it as well. Like, I don't know what spice, but it leaves a little slight tingle on your tongue, for me personally, which is actually really nice. You know, I haven't had many Scotch style ales before, but I don't remember any of them doing that little tingle on my tongue, which is actually quite interesting, quite unique, and quite awesome. That was really nice. Definitely more of a fall or winter style drinker on a colder night or something like that, because it is heavier and bolder in flavor. That's really enjoyable. Holy moly. So let's see what the bottle has to say. So, the Duck Rabbit Craft Brewery Wee Heavy Scotch Ale. Like again, I say 8% alcohol by volume, an unknown IBUs, made in Farmville, North Carolina. Proudly handmade in small batches. A bit of a description here. No, this is a government warding. They do government or Surgeon General wardings down in the States. They don't really have those on Canadian beers, which is interesting because our cigarettes are 75% warning label with really graphic images, and our beer and alcohol really doesn't have any, which is fine by me, but still something I wonder about sometimes. Okay, let's read this because it's very important down there, and also in general. According to the Surgeon General, women should not drink alcohol beverages during pregnancy because of the risk of birth defects. 2. Consumption of alcohol beverages impairs your ability to drive a car or operate machinery and may cause health problems. Woo! We all know that. Some people, they are very still big idiots and do both of those things. And it is not good to drink and drive or drink when you're pregnant at all. Duck Rabbit Craft Brewery, Farmville, North Carolina, blah, 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 blah. Fresh beer for best flavor. Please refrigerate and enjoy by date indicated. Does have a best before date, and the date indicated is a little scratch. They're really hard to read. It's just like a little nick in the tear of the label. It says 8. 8 what? It has numbers from 1 through 16. And it says 8. I don't know what that means. There's not 16 months in a year. There's not 16 days in a month. I don't know what that 8 years after, 8 months after the beer is made, maybe? I don't know. Nobody knows. That's okay. Still, really nice label. Duck Rabbit with a little hat, like a Scottish hat. It's not a beret, it's something else. Kind of cool. That's so sweet. It's really sweet, actually. Holy moly. Sweet, and then you get that boom alcohol in your face. It's a nice time. Looking over on Duck Rabbit's website, which is duckrabbitbrewery.com. For their Wee Heavy Scotch Ale, they say released in early November. It is a seasonal for them. The Duck Rabbit Scotch Ale is a full-bodied, deep copper-colored treasure. Bold and malty, this beer's sweetness comes from a massive quantity of grain, complemented by some serious kettle caramelization. The flavor is rounded out by a warming alcohol sensation. That is exactly what I'm getting from it. The description that they're giving perfectly goes with my tasting profile of this beer, which is spot on. That's awesome. No other information on the website about IBUs, what sort of malts or hops or yeast was actually used in this beer, which is fine. Not all breweries do that. It is really nice to see when they have all that extra information, plus even a food pairing. To think about something to pair this food with. To pair some food to pair with this beer would be maybe a steak, or since it's Christmas time, I think fruitcake would actually pair well with this. I don't love fruitcake. I don't hate fruitcake. I'll eat it. It's not my favorite, but I'll still eat it. I think it would go really well with that, just because of the sweetness of it. Looking like we're down on our final sip by the way. So let's finish this up, and then we'll get right to ratings. So, cheers on the final sip. Whoa. Yeah, it's sweet, super caramelly, toffee, butterscotchery sweetness with a nice sweet malt as well, and just a nice kick alcohol in there. Not too much. It's very muted by the sweetness of everything else, but it still has that bitter bite right when you swallow it down your throat, which is awesome. Very nice, very just so velvety smooth as the mouthfeel. Not too carbonated either, just enough, and it does leave a little tingle on my tongue, which is quite unique in my opinion. So, rating for this beer, you know what? It is really good. It's something I actually do enjoy. You know what? There's not, like I said, there's not many Scotch ales that I've had, and they're sort of a treat for me when I do have them. So a very good beer indeed. So I'm gonna give it a solid 8.5 out of 10. You know, it's pretty darn good, and I wish I could get more of it. Thank God, I still have some left in the bottle for after recording purposes, and that's perfect for me. So yeah, 8.5 for the beer. Going over to the presentation of the bottle and the website. You know, the bottle is very nice. Very nice colors to it. Very nice logo. It is a very darker logo, and it's a wee hard to drink, wee hard to read the bottom label of what beer it is, but that's totally fine. No IBUs. There is a best before date, but it is just not really useful, because it's 1 to 16, it scratches off an 8, and you have no idea what the hell that means. But hey, maybe down in North Carolina they have 16 months in a year. Who knows? But other than that, very nice looking bottle. I also wish that they did put the description from their website on the bottle. That would be extra bonus marks. But they do have that on the website, and it is a very nice looking website for sure. Sadly, no other additional information on the website, like IBUs, malts, hops, yeast that were used in the beer, and or extra stuff like food pairings. So overall, for the presentation of the beer, I gotta give it a solid 7 out of 10 in my opinion. I think that just about wraps it up for today's Advent. 8.5 for the beer, 7.5 for the presentation. Either one still works perfectly fine for me. Yeah, that'll that'll do it for me, Brewski, and I hope to see you back tomorrow for day number 14. So yeah, that just about wraps it up. So I'm gonna repeat myself again, like I always do, because I can't figure out how I'm ending reviews sometimes. So here we go. That'll do it for me, Brewski, and like I always say, crack a beer and enjoy. Cheers and Merry Christmas.